Welcome to the fire. In 2021, it's time to go all gas, no brakes. You're still alive, there's still time. Know your intention. Whatever you was thinking about, politics, hate crimes, COVID-19, racial injustice, 45. Let's just put all that right now to the side. Let's talk about you. Welcome to the fire. This is how we rockin'. It's time to go to work, and I'm about to clock in. He's ready. 2020's over, started a fire from confetti. I waited for this moment, kept my hands steady. I don't have to get ready, cause I stay ready. It's been a long time coming. I'ma tell you something, and if you thought that I was bluffing, hip-hop meets motivation when this beat starts to thumping. And as a matter of fact, it's 2021's runaway train on this track. It isn't about what you do, it's what you attract. The code was cracked the first time I heard my voice on the track.
Get to the top of it all. The top of any situation that you might find yourself. There is another way. A lot of times we're only focused on what we're seeing or what we're dealing with. That's the situation. Attaching an emotion that we're dealing with, because on the other side of that, there's another way of seeing it. If you begin to think higher, to consider another way, without any emotion, then you can begin to climb up a ladder in the midst of that situation, going up higher. Look down and see where you came from. You didn't know what to do, but you begin to consider something else and get to the top of it all.
There's no way it's a coincidence, impacts unmatched. Create your own lane when you spit real talk, no cap. I got both students and athletes aspiring to be, asking me for guidance so they can be a mentee. See, I'm a humble dude, and ever since I was a kid, I remember the older folks noticing things that I did. I got Hindu, gay, atheist, Puerto Rican, PhD, educators encouraging me with master's degrees. They all agree on one thing, don't just do what they see, but instead burn the fire and keep following me. There's no chance you'll reach the top just playing for money. It's not the journey or destination, it's about the company. The problem is people stop before reaching the top.
It's a pattern. Patterns don't change. You have to be intentional to change the pattern. Literally, you have to stop and begin to go to another place. A leopard changes places but cannot change its pattern. You can change places, but you will not change the pattern until you hang it up.
I see each person as a mountain of sorts. We can only see them from the distance until we explore. It's hard to even get lost when you don't know where you're going, but any road will do when you graduate from faith to knowing. Stay away from the people that belittle your ambition. The race is not for the swiftest, nor the battle to the strong, nor the bread to the wise, nor riches to men of skill. They all have a free will and chances happen to them all. The front side of a mountain is a fight against human nature. At every step a landmine on the way down like a glacier. It was good I was afflicted so I could become the fireman, carrying the torch for my people with more swag than Dapper Dan. Now and then when I put fire in the street, people ask if I'm a rapper, but I'm just talking on this beat. I was putting in that work, man, before I could even tell. Legal hustle so I'm not found red, dead, or in jail. Smooth seas don't make it easier for sellers to sell. It's what you learn along the way that determines a fail. First change the narrative, there's so much history that had nothing to do with us, but still hard for us to see. Life is not fair, accept it and be grateful for what you have and let your mind be free.
In the top of a situation, there's purity. There's love, there's mercy, there's forgiveness, there is experience, there is an awe. There is you. There is the eye that helps you to see. And only you can stop you from getting to the top. You have to feel it from your soul. The world is waiting on you.
Be twice as good with half the luck. Twice the bang for half the buck. To get to the top, gotta pay more than you owe. Over what you would have been paid from things you know. COVID-19 still got us in isolation, so I burn fires that get us to the top of situations. Many motivational speakers make it all sound so good, but motivation's a close call. I was overwhelmed with emotion when a friend from the crew said I made it through mom's cancer while rocking with you. See, we were all 50-50 in 2020. So much loss in a short time left us feeling empty. It's about time for us to rise, but we can see the enemy. At some point we must decide exactly what it's gonna be. Hustle, execution, persistence, success, perseverance, and grind. It's all progress. Success is a process and all progress. Whether you think you can make it or not, it's nevertheless. When you feel distressed, the worst thing you can do is to guess. Confess and express your passion for what you do best. Address suppressed emotions if you're feeling depressed. Assess your request of yourself and thank God that you're blessed. When old self versus new self, it's no contest. To reach the top, gotta work hard when we don't even feel it. I challenge you right now to do the things that you ain't been willing. Trying to sustain drive in hard times can often feel like dragging yourself out of a swamp by your hair in the night. We have a natural aversion to persistent effort. Inspiration can't fix it cause it's chess, not checkers. Motivation is an activation. When you were created, your creation was designed to be creative with imagination. The question, how can we keep creating when we just don't feel like it going toe to toe with Satan? The truth is what gets you there may not do it for me. And some people just have more stick to it than others can see. If you ever fail to reach an attainable goal because of procrastination or lack of control, design goals, not chores. It's not enough to do your best. Be specific with the outcomes and keep it all to your vest. Abstract ambitions don't trigger intrinsic motivation that you need to make it through to the finish. Intrinsic motivations predict achievement and success. The trick is to focus on elements you do the best. Take New Year's resolutions as the story is told. People stick more to their goal and they may be less important. It's the more enjoyable goals you continue supporting when the novelty is gone and you start to abort them. Despite the obvious fact that aspirations for the year are usually tough to achieve or you wouldn't really care. Of course, if the reward is great, we'll even keep not so fun tasks all gas, no brakes. Reaching for the top is going after what you love. Avoid loss aversion and instead rise above. People naturally avoid losses over acquiring gains. A less risky, fake way to progress sustained. When people work toward a goal, they have a burst of motivation early on and then slump before they see acceleration. Most likely they stall out. Research has uncovered several ways to fight this pattern. We just gotta walk it out. Change the way you think about progress you've achieved. When we've already made headway, it's easier to believe. Then increase your effort you can take advantage of. The tendency to go harder going after what you love. In positive psychology, flow is defined as a mental state when we're fully immersed and energized. The focus and enjoyment feeling can be fleeting in everyday life considering all the odds that you're beating. Self-motivation is the only motivation. The hardest thing to learn. It's essential for domination. Do you believe that your thoughts can create reality? Our highest power is to think and to manifest a guarantee. When you're speaking, you're not thinking. Don't base what's possible on the past or see others and start shrinking. Thoughts of reaching for the top lead to concrete evidence of all the standards that you need to exceed. Nothing is created or destroyed, it's only freed. Connect your thoughts to what already exists to take the lead. Everything was already included we could ever need. But first you gotta attract it so that you can proceed. Build an image of what you desire and never concede. Carve out every detail, getting up in the weeds. The key is to gain clarity because you're the one to succeed. Don't decide possibility from what others achieve. Even when you start to bleed, feeling like you can't breathe, just know that you're the last of a dying breed. Move into the vibration. Turn your frequency towards what you want to do, not what you don't want to be. Connect your greatest value and results come quicker. Backing it with your emotions, it's always the kicker. Connect with what's authentic if you want to be shining. It's scarce thinking that keeps you whining when you're steady declining. It's fear, doubt, and anxiety from back in the days. But the happiness, power, and joy all goes both ways. Awareness is the protection from negative feelings. Visions rooted in emotion provide repetition. Reality is a perception because we've been programmed. We don't see through our eyes. It was all a scam. Awareness is the choice instead of default. Thoughts and thinking are not the same, so beware of your thoughts. The only purpose of your thoughts is to give it some options, but it's not real. Thinking is deliberate and intentional. It's about the road to your free will. If you can see it in your mind, we all need to be still. Visualization and simulation. Go through all of the moods and emotion, internalize to materialize. Decisions aren't about the present, only the future. So reach for the top and witness what you're producing. A decision isn't made till action is attached. Fear, doubt, and hesitation are all setbacks. Still close to excitement, enthusiasm, and power. Just choose different thoughts and watch your confidence tower. The energy of intention affects manifestation. Free will is an opportunity to focus on salvation. You attract what you love, hate, and fear. So stay focused on what you love. Emotion is the glue that cements all our thoughts to help the mind stay clear. Your feelings are what lingers, not experiences themselves. Use your heart to be a thinker, even when you're overwhelmed. The emotional mind is the spiritual essence of who we are. Keep reaching for the top to realize who you are. Knowledge is what we know. Imagination is yet to learn about ourselves and the right mindset. Think with your heart, create with your mind. Reach for the top and stay on your grind. The essence of who you are wants you to get better. The essence is perfection. You become more hungry when the perfection begins seeking ways for you to express it. Visualize and shift mindsets if you choose to let it.